I'm Jon Marshall, and we're Suncoast NPI ITV, and we're coming at you now. Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Jon Marshall. I'm Suncoast NPI, and we're Suncoast NPI TV coming back to you live. The first week of April, Q2 is underway, and we're rolling. And I'm usually on here by myself in the morning, so I got like a whoopee blanket over here today with Mr. Kokenauer. Ben was awesome last week, and he was so good. The demand's been high, you know, and for Mr. We need more Coke. We need more Coke. Because I said, can you please come back, Ben? Can you please come back? They love you. They don't want to see me. They want to see you. So, Ben, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming back and spending some more time with us with Suncoast NPI TV.
John, thank you so much for having me. Excited to be back. Ben Kokenauer, Mangrove Realty. Realty.
Mangrove Realty.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it. You can teach old dogs new tricks. Hey, so why are we doing this show? We're doing this show really because we are trying to uplift the community. We're doing it, we're looking to provide more value to our members. We're looking to provide content for the users that are out there so they can lean in and get sharper and get crisper. And then ultimately, it's hashtag free meal. We're all about hashtag free meal. Once you learn that we're just not a TV show, we're a 29-year young seat-specific referral networking organization with a community look and feel. And like, wow, I want to be around a lot of those like-minded people and help to grow my business. Where do I go to see that? Well, there's 7 of them right now. Soon, I think there's going to be 8 here. The cat's out of the bag. I think there's going to be 8 here, Q2, maybe Q3. We're slow, organic, natural growth. As the owner, it's seat specific, right? So we're looking for people that are true rock stars at what they do. As the owner, I could care less about the membership check. I still like yours though. But I really am more interested and concerned with bringing in the quality talent. So we're looking for folks that are rock stars in the category, that have a servant's heart, committed to the commitment to make these chapters thrive. So today we're going to just drill in a little bit. Ben, thanks for coming again, man. I appreciate it. We're going to talk a little bit about NPI and why these people out there should not just walk, but they should run with this hashtag free meal and come to your chapter. You're a president of Central Pinellas, but there's 6 other chapters out there that they can go and see. And hashtag free meal, they see this, they lean in, they like what they hear, and they can come in and have breakfast or lunch on me. I mean, how can you beat that?
Can't beat it at all. As a business owner, you look at what's the best use of my time, what's the best marketing dollars I can spend, what's the best way I can grow my business. My metric, I say it all the time, is ROIT, return on investment, capital T. I underline it, highlight, exclamation point, T. And the best use of your time is you can go out there, network, grow your business, and get referrals. There's a huge difference between referrals and leads. On average, marketing, there's some marketing people out there for sure.
Yep.
You tell me what the conversion rate is, 4% on most marketing. Conversion here, we'll go through some of our numbers later, but over 50% typically on conversion for referrals. So if I'm looking for a group, a place to grow my business, this is the best time, this is the best money I can spend, is to go sit down and branch out my business network.
Gotcha. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that and teeing that up. So what we're going to do is that we talk about, in every chapter, we kind of end it with like, what are the 5 main benefits of NPI? But I know there's a lot more than that. And so we're going to kind of walk through a few those 5. Yeah. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Is that cool with that? Let's do that. Why don't you take the mic?
So I'm going to take it away. So we've got a little slide in the background for us. But what are the 5 benefits of NPI? This is what we close all of our meetings with. Our meetings are an hour and 15 minutes. We're in and out pretty quick. We're there to exchange business, to meet each other, discuss what's going on. And we close out the meeting with these 5 key benefits of NPI. And I beat them to death because they're true. Number one, the number one reason we're there is to make money. Period. You got to make money.
Did you hear that, everybody out there? They're there to make money. They're there to make money. Hashtag free meal. Hashtag free meal. Come check out the chapters. They're there to make money, and they're looking for people to have referrals to pass out to you. That's out there. Find a seat that's open and come run to one of these chapters.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Sorry, I'm getting excited.
That's all right. Yeah, I love the.
I got to go, William Shatner.
You got to be excited. Face yourself.
Oh yes.
No, to meet professionals you otherwise would not know. So as a realtor, I work as a conduit when people come in. as a new client, I'm helping them buy a house, but that doesn't mean they just need help. I'm a pretty good realtor, terrible gardener, really, really bad at gardener. I don't know the difference between an oak and a spruce tree. So it's nice to have a resource where I meet an arborist that I may not know otherwise, or a lawn care service guy that I would not know, or a pool guy that's going to install pools or pool maintenance or lawn maintenance or roofer. The list goes on and on. Interior decorator is a huge one that I didn't have a good interior decorator until I joined my group. Now I got Suzanne Christie. I love her to tears. Clients love her. Great resource. So you meet professionals that you otherwise would not know. It makes you a better conduit for the business that you do.
Gotcha.
I'm going to take that, tee it up right to number 3, is to increase your ability to act as a resource to your clients, customers, friends, and family. And those go hand in hand. So you meet these other professionals. Now you have somebody to refer out when somebody asks for help, and they will. Inevitably, somebody will ask you, hey, do you know a good guy that can help me put a deck on the back of my house? It's really funny. I don't refer a lot of contractors, but I do have one really good residential contractor I'd love to refer you to, and I know he can help you and do a good job.
Yep. It's huge.
So moving right down the list, number 4, to continue your professional education, improve your public speaking and listening skills. So education, you're going to learn something new every week. We've got different speakers every week. But this is a great example, public speaking and listening. I got to sit here up on camera with you. I got to listen to you. I love the enthusiasm and excitement. But it gives me a chance to speak and get my voice out. And it's incredible seeing the growth in some of the members that, people are more afraid. The number 2 fear is death. The number 1 fear, public speaking.
Absolutely.
Which is pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
But I look at some of the members in my chapter, where they've come from 3 years ago to now. The way they speak and present themselves in front of a room is an incredible growth. And if you're going to be a business owner for the years to come, you have to be able to speak publicly, and you have to be comfortable doing it.
Yeah, and I see it all day long. I mean, we've been around 29 years. I've had it for 5. I'm in my 5th year of owning it, and seeing the people, how they mature in that area alone is mind-blowing. It's like a mini Toastmasters in a lot of ways.
It is. A lot of ways very similar. And I did Toastmasters back in Tallahassee. It was a great opportunity. So we're going to cue this up to number 5, to give back to other people. And I know this is something that's important to me, but incredibly near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do so much for the community. You give back, and a lot of it is through an organization like this. We pride ourselves in not only how much money we make our members, but how much we give back to the community as a result of that.
Why don't we come back and close on that one? Let's go. If you don't mind, John, Mr. Gasson in the background. He's the one that makes us look amazing. We're going to tee up another slide. We're going to go into the referral numbers.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I think it's one thing to talk about it, but then it's like, hey, you guys are a referral group. You're not a leads group. Okay, check. That sounds amazing. Hey, it's seat specific, so there's not a gazillion realtors. Check. That sounds amazing. Hey, you guys make some money. Hey, that sounds amazing. But do we really make money? Do we really pass referrals? You know what? We do.
Really do.
And we track them every single week, right?
Every week we track our numbers. And so, my chapter, Central Pinellas at the top here, we gave 404 referrals last year. It were exchanged between members. And then right there, we've got the closed rate, our conversion, 51% closed. And that's the difference between a lead and a referral.
Absolutely.
But those referral numbers are huge. Somebody like me, if I could take 1 or 2 referrals a year, that changes my business. That could be a $20,000, $30,000 swing in my income just getting a couple referrals from that group. And there's other people in the group that our insurance agent, God, I think she gets 5 referrals every week. I mean, as any business owner, you're looking at how you're going to grow your business and what you're looking for, and there's just such a huge distinction between a pile of leads that are just going to keep you busy, put you in that rocking chair where you're rocking really fast and not going anywhere, right?
Absolutely.
Or are you going to get a couple referrals that you're actually going to close, you're going to help that customer, you're going to do good service, and you're going to grow?
No, I agree. And I mean, let's just look at the numbers. I think we haven't teed up, but they're in the background. So again, these are 2018 numbers, and we actually have Q1 numbers now. Actually, I'll probably bring that on the show the following week, so you guys can get to see where we're streamlining that. But 1,869 referrals passed, of which 994 of those were closed with a conversion ratio of 53.1%. Right? I mean,
there's your coffees for closures right there. You closed on that. That's it.
Right? And then, the thing with education, and we as an organization, we look to educate you to actually how to pass a referral. And we do that. Actually, part of another company that I own is Edgenovo, and part of that is business networking. We have a 52-week playbook, referral playbook.
That's perfect.
It's solid. So let's go to the next one. We only have a couple minutes left. I know we want to crush through some things. Let's go to the referral values.
So the value of closed referrals.
Here we go.
So here's what people are really looking for. If you're considering a group, you're considering joining, you're trying to figure out, put a dollar amount on what's this worth for my time and for my money, here's your dollar amount right here. Between our 6 chapters, we got another chapter coming up. We did $1.87 million in closed referrals.
So let's talk about that number. I mean, first of all, let's push it $2 million. Okay, well, 1.9. I'm a rounding guy, right? That's the reason I was an accounting major. So 1.9, right? 1.9 million, and that's real Dollars.
That's dollars taken home. That's not I sold a $100,000 house and put a $100,000
No.
referral in. That's how much money I took home. So I can tell you right now, 2018, I took home $29,000 in commission checks from referrals from my chapter. I'm talking to people out there at home or in their office watching this video. What would $29,000 do for your business next year? What kind of difference does that make for you on your income? And there's members in my chapter that make a little bit less, obviously. There's members in my chapter that make a little bit more.
Right.
So you got to look at that value. That's a huge value. So those are real numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. So yeah, there you go. 1,869 referrals, $1,879,883, and the average referral is a little over $1,000. So hashtag free meal. I don't know why you're not running. I know you are running because we just got another. They keeps popping on my phone. How do I get in there? How do I get in there? Is my seat open? And it's awesome. I'll respond to you soon. And so we have 2 minutes. Let's go down to, because you know this is near and dear to my heart, the community service. And Ben, before I tee it up for you, because I want you to take the mic on this, but there's a lot of reasons why I purchased NPI. I like to see businesses grow. I love that you made $29K off of NPI. I love it, and you have a servant's heart, right? So I love bringing together like-minded professionals that have an abundance mentality, that are there for the greater good. But we live here, we work here, we play here. A couple weeks ago, you teamed me up with the Valspar Classic.
Oh.
My father-in-law had a blast. It was awesome, right? I wouldn't have gone if it wasn't for you. So thank you for that, by the way. But community service. Community service, what we do is we encourage our members, 5 hours per member per month is what we encourage for them to put back in the community. And this is probably the #1 reason why I bought NPI, because we moved here from San Francisco. I think you know my story.
Love the story.
And the main reason we moved here, the sole reason we moved here, was to plant roots and raise our kids. And we got a couple more minutes. They said we're jamming this thing. We got a couple more minutes, and so I'm going to keep talking for a second. But community service, right? Giving back to this community. We moved here to raise our kids, and what better way to give back? Hey, we're here to make money. I got Amie Stepkoski coming up next. She's going to talk a little bit, and she has even a live testimonial, right? Shane Stevens, with Window Guy. He's going to be up here next too. He's crushing it. I can't wait to hear some things he's going to share about. But they're there to make money, but there's so much more to it, right? I should probably slow down, right? I can tell you.
He gets so excited. I love it. He gets so excited about the opportunity to give back. If you don't know Jon, he's got a huge heart. It's bigger than that jacket that he's wearing. I don't know how he fits it in. But how much he gives back to other people and how much he cares. And it's something I think reflects in the membership that we have. We have like 120 members, and every single one of them, we sit down for lunch and I meet them in different chapters. One of the biggest things that resonates is who they are as a person. Not only as a business owner. Are they a good business owner? Am I comfortable giving them a referral? Is it going to reflect well back on me when my clients use their service? Absolutely. I'm super comfortable giving that. But what really matters at the end of the day is, what legacy you leave behind.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
So I know the legacy that you're going to leave behind on your family is an incredible one. The mark you've left on the community is a great one. And what we've done as a chapter is incredible. What we've done as an organization. What's the hours here?
Yeah,
6,390 hours of community service given back to the community in 2018 by the NPI, Suncoast NPI family.
Absolutely.
So,
and actually, it's crazy. I'm surprised. I tell you what, we have about a minute and a half. Let's cue up a video and give you an idea of one of the things that we've given back to and one of the organizations we have. So let's show this 30-second clip, and then we'll close out. Hi, my name is Jon Marshall. I'm the owner of Suncoast NPI. We're a locally owned, seat-specific, world-class, 28-year young referral networking organization with a community look and feel. This past year, we gave over 8,000 hours of community service back into the community. We're here to make money as an organization. We're here to make money as members. But more importantly, we're here to give back to the community to make it a better place to live, work, and play. And so that's just one example, Habitat for Humanity. Actually, we have the month of May, right? The month of May it's next month already. Holy cow.
Yep.
And so as an organization, what we're encouraging is how may we serve you, right? So every chapter is focusing in and doing a community service event. Actually, we'll be back. I know one of the chapters is going to be back up with the Habitat for Humanity folks with Miss Amanda Shipman. She's amazing. And I'm trying to think of the other. Ronald McDonald House.
Ronald McDonald House has been a great one. We've got the MOA event going on this weekend, so charity golf tournament going back to military veterans. There's so many, we do charities, I feel like almost every week, but
Right.
every month we try to focus on a big one where we can get together and really give back to the community and show our appreciation for where we live, work, and play.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it's like, and again, I've been told that if you're like coming into a community looking to grow your business, right? They're saying if you have all the time and money, then you should belong to 3 organizations. You should belong to a chamber, you should belong to a civic organization, and you should belong to not a leads group, a referral group, right? And hey, I love the civics. I'm a Harborside guy, Rotary, and in chambers, there's a ton of good chambers out there. But really, if you only have time and money to do one, it's Suncoast NPI, because we're making money, and then we have elements of all the other ones as well, with the community service being a big one.
It's all built in, and I love the seat specific. That's the seller part. I don't need to go in a room with another 40 realtors. I love them all, and I enjoy working together.
Right.
But the best time I can spend is a room with me as one realtor and one person in each other category that I can work with. So thank you so much for having me, John.
Suncoast NPI, when we pull together,
we all win.
Good job, sir. Thanks. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Jon Marshall again with Suncoast NPI, and we're Suncoast NPI ITV coming at you. And delighted. This lineup we have today, just like every week, is full of rock stars. Why? Because they're members of Suncoast NPI, and they're all rock stars in NPI. Hashtag free meal. You guys need to get there. So we have coming up Shane Stevens. Shane's with me today. Delighted to have you, man.
Great to be here.
And I know your family, I know you, and I know what you bring to the table, what you do, but a lot of people out here don't. So let's focus on you, Shane, for the next 12 minutes, all about you, and educate everybody what's going on with you. So let's just jump right into it. We got white hat windows. So I think I know what that means, but tell me more about your company.
We are a local-based window installation company. We specialize in hurricane impact windows and hurricane impact sliding glass doors. We also do, we convert people's screen lanais into sunrooms for them.
Very cool. That's awesome. So how about, let's take a half step back. I don't think you probably started, you just woke up and like, hey, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
How did you get to where you are today?
Let's see, 11 years ago I became a licensed building contractor.
Wow.
And so I started remodeling homes. I did it for an investment reason. So
Okay.
I was a home flipper for a while. Every house that I remodeled, I replaced the windows on them.
Okay.
And so for the last 11 years, I wore a couple different hats.
Gotcha.
No pun intended.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that white hat? Hey, I like it. This is good.
So I went from flipping homes for my own investments to flipping homes for other people, doing all the remodels for them. So other investors that got into the game later on,
Right.
they needed their house remodeled. So I would do full house remodels. Then I got into kitchen and bathroom remodels
Okay.
as well. But in the last 2 years, I decided just to focus on one trade, and one of them that I have a passion about is windows. And here in Florida, hurricane impact windows is a demand. So
Yeah.
I enjoy doing windows. I have a passion doing windows and sliding glass doors.
That's really cool. So with that said, I mean, you're not the only guy out there that does it, right?
Right.
So what truly differentiates you and your company within the marketplace, Shane?
I'm a veteran, ex-military veteran from the U.S. Army. I was an Army Ranger for years, and so it was this group-type mentality that I enjoy. So I put together a really good team of people that, when we go into people's homes, I like to give people something that they don't get from most of the other companies, which is honesty, loyalty. It's all about the customer relationship with me.
Right.
So I heard a bunch of horror stories about window companies, and they sell a good product, but for instance, one of the stories was we spent $20,000 on 2 sliding glass doors, and they got here, they looked great, but then it leaked after the first rain.
Wow.
So then sometimes things like that happen, but they called the company and they gave them a hard time in coming out and repairing it. So I would hear stories like this all the time. Also stories about how the astronomical price of replacing your windows.
Yeah.
And on a home on the water here in Florida, it might be $20,000, $30,000, up to $50,000 on replacing your windows. And so I thought there's got to be a cheaper way to help people do it. So my passion became to help people with a more affordable, lower cost price of a solution to help them.
Yeah, that's amazing, and I know where your moral compass is too, and that speaks volumes. And thank you for your service, by the way. I know you have something really cool coming up, and I think I'm almost even excited as you are, if not more. You got this thing called an ebook coming up, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about this ebook and what this is all about, and your why behind it, and what's it for.
Okay, so I've come up with this ebook, and the reason that I'm giving it away for free is to teach everyone out there that are in the DIY,
Free?
do-it-yourself community, how they can replace windows on their own. Because let me just tell you about this in a parable.
Please.
So one of my customers, they had 11 windows and 1 sliding glass door. So what do you do when you need hurricane impact windows and doors? You go online usually, or you check Valpak in the mail, and you call 3 companies to come out and give you a high-pressure sales pitch. Usually they come in and sit there for 2 hours with you until you're exhausted. Then they give you this price, astronomical price of, in this case, it was $52,000
Wow.
to do their windows.
Wow.
It's pretty much an insult, you know, and some of these sales pitch, they go wrong, and then the customer will be upset because they'll say, look at your cars in the driveway, you can afford this. Anyway, after negotiating for 2 hours, they'll bring the price down to $30,000 for 11 windows and 1 door until you're, you know, ask them to leave your home. Well, you get 2 more quotes the same way, the prices are about the same, and you literally have to remodel your or refinance your house just to be able to pay for it. So I thought, you know what, I know how much these windows cost. I know what it takes to put them in. I can teach somebody, a DIY person that wants to do them themselves, how to do everything from start to finish in this ebook. So I'm sending it out for free to teach you.
Wow, very cool. Very cool. So how about some motivation? You have some motivation. I'm sure you got motivation that got you going here. Let's talk about motivation for you.
The main motivation for me in this ebook is to reach customers that can't afford hurricane impact windows, but they need them because we live here in Florida, and in the zones that we are, you know, it's required. So
Gotcha.
I came up with this ebook where it takes you from the very beginning, where most people don't know that you can actually pull your own permit to do your own windows.
I did not know
If
that.
you're a homeowner and it's your primary residence, you can actually call the permit office in whichever area that you're in, and you can pull your own permit, and you can actually even do your own work. It's different in the other trades. Say you need electrical work done, plumbing work done, or air conditioning work done. You have to be a licensed professional in those trades to do that. But this is a building permit, and you can replace your own windows.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I had no idea you could pull your own own permit, excuse me. Do you want to say anything else about the ebook, what it's about, or do you think we got that pretty much covered? I think we got it nailed, right? So can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So how much, if I'm a DIYer, what's the difference? I mean, if I can't afford your services and I'm handy, maybe, or both, or maybe I'm really handy, what are we talking about?
So the difference is usually on a window that it will cost the window sales company around $600. They'll add $2,000 to the price of each window and give you that price. They start the negotiating at that price.
That's crazy.
So my brother bought a house, and he decided he wanted to do his windows. So he did the same thing, got 3 quotes. I suggested get 3 quotes and check them out.
Sure.
And so he doesn't live in this area, or else I would be doing his windows for him.
Gotcha.
But his price came in at right around $26,000, so he calls me up and he says, hey man, this is ridiculous. How much do these windows actually cost? So I told him, he told me the sizes, I told him the prices, and he said, that's just outlandish that I'm going to pay $2,000 for each window just for, installation.
Wow.
And so he's like, how can I do this myself? So it became my passion to figure out how to help my brother, who's in another area, how to do it himself. So he came up with the idea, why don't you just create a free ebook that you can send out to people, and they can learn to do it themselves.
That's cool. So then I guess you can install it. Somebody can install it on their own if they have your ebook.
Right.
I can't wait till it comes out, because I'm going to read it. I'm going to say I'm going to do it my own, but you know what I'm going to end up doing? I'm going to call you. Or actually, Amanda, my wife's going to call you. It's like, Shane, please put it in. Don't let John touch this. So where can someone buy these windows at a discounted price?
Okay, so most people don't know, too, they think that the only place to buy windows is to hire a company to come in and give you a quote, charge you all that money, or you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's to buy it. But if you check out this ebook, I'll send it to you, and it'll explain to you where to find windows at a wholesale price. And if you can't find windows in your area at the right price you need, I'll also sell windows at a wholesale price to you and ship them to you.
That's very cool. So you've heard before, like hashtag free meal. That's a way to come in and check out Suncoast NPI. But I think we need to have hashtag email Shane to get your free book.
Sure.
So how can people get in touch with you to actually to get on the waiting list? Because I know it's coming out. It's coming out relatively soon. And so how can somebody get in touch with you? What's the best way to do that?
The best way to do that is just to send an email requesting it.
Yep.
to the email link that I'm going to provide.
That's awesome, man. I love it. I love it. Anything else on the ebook? We have a few more minutes left. So do you want to talk a little bit more about the ebook at all, or do you want to kind of dovetail back on to like I'd like to hear, because I know your family, and I would love. I mean, you hired out, right? So I think it's good for people to know who you are.
Okay.
And I know you mentioned that you served our country, but I know you have a wonderful wife and wonderful kids. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you, Shane?
I am. I'm going to be a father again. I've got a baby on the way, 8 weeks out. So I have a son being born in 8 weeks. I've got a 4-year-old daughter. Yep. And then I have a stepson who's 14. Yep. He's a soccer star. And we attend the same church.
We do.
My wife's a realtor with Charles Ruttenberg.
Okay.
And so we're a good team. We actually are still flipping houses on the side. So she finds properties, I flip them, I remodel them for her. And so we work together a lot, where a lot of times she'll have a listing that she's going to put on the market and it needs something remodeled, something updated, and so I'll go in and do it for her. Right. So it'll work out. It works out pretty well as a team. That's a great team, and you have a great family. Thank you. So, and Nathan is a soccer stud. Nathan, you are a soccer stud. So, Mr. Scheibelhut. So what are something you're most proud of? That's a good question. I think I'm most proud of the integrity that I bring with our company. I have a perfect track record right now when it comes to customer satisfaction. If I ever have any issues that come up, I go meet them head on and I make it right before it becomes an issue. Being a contractor over the years, there's always things that happen. And it's not what happens, it's how you deal with it when it comes up. Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. That's when you find out if you're good or not, right? It's easy if everything's going well. So I tell customers in the beginning when I was remodeling, not so much for windows, because windows are perfectly made, they're immaculate, they're warranted, everything is perfect. They're created from a manufacturer. We just sell them to you and install them. Wow. Right? But when it comes to remodeling and things like that, I tell the customer in the beginning, there's going to be things that come up. Right. And when they do, don't be afraid, call me, we'll fix it and make it right. That's very cool. So you have some goals? What are some of your goals that you're kind of leaning in towards as we kind of close this thing up the next 30, 45 seconds? Well, I'm really excited with this ebook. One of our goals is to try to help as many people as possible, but we can do it all the way across the United States and not just here locally. Yeah, for sure. Our window company here locally, we like to help people as far as we can reach, and we do 3 counties. We do Hillsborough County, Pasco, and Pinellas. Okay, that's great to know. And you got a favorite quote or inspirational quote to kind of wrap us down? I don't know exactly where it came from. That's okay. I heard it in a movie, and I hear it from different people quoting it, but the only thing that it takes for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing. I like that. So that's Shane Stevens, and we're delighted to have you today. We're Suncoast NPI, and just another great guest.
NPI.
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 NPI, Network Professionals International.
Suncoast NPI. Hi, I'm Ben Kogenauer with Mangrove Realty. I've been in real estate for over 10 years and with my company Mangrove Realty for over 8 years. Joined NPI about 3 years ago, and it's been a terrific resource for me to help me grow my business and to grow myself as a business owner.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Dittman with Brightway Insurance, the Dittman Agency, and I do property and casualty insurance. I started with NPI in 1995.
Hello, I'm Paul Friedlander. I am the account executive with Total Title Solutions. I've been involved with NPI now for just a little over a year.
My name is Sarah Shupp, and I am a banker at Synovus in Oldsmar, Florida. I have been a member of NPI for 2 years now, and I am about to start my 3rd year with them.
Hi, I'm Robert Pellini with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I'm a residential realtor, and I've been with NPI, Network Professionals International, for 2 years.
Suncoast NPI motivates me every week to grow my business and impact my community. I become better as a business owner every week, every meeting. I learn something new every meeting. I get something out of every meeting.
One of the biggest things that stands out to me is the family aspect of it. I'm not just going to breakfast with people that I don't know. I'm going to breakfast with people that I know, like, and trust. And I know that when I refer one of my customers of influence, that they are going to be in good hands. and it's not going to be a write-off, no callback, no show kind of thing.
Honestly, the relationships are great, but they're second to the results that you get. In fact, just this year alone, I've gone from number 8 in the office to number 1.
NPI is unique in the sense that the first time I walked into the chapter that I belong to, there were about 20 to 25 people in that chapter. Normally a small chapter, but I knew the people in there. I knew the power of the synergy that was in that room, and what that has related to over the last year is related to over $34,000 in thank you for closed business back to me.
Or every week that I meet with the friends and family that I've gotten to know, and we pass referrals. This year alone, I've closed over $40,000 in referrals from my NPI chapter.
Hi, my name is Jon Marshall. I'm the owner of Suncoast NPI. We're a locally owned, seat-specific, world-class, 28-year young referral networking organization with a community look and feel. As the owner, I'm not so much interested in the membership check. I'm interested in the member. We're here to make money as members, but more importantly, we're here to give back to the community to make it a better place to live, work, and play.
My dad is the owner of Suncoast NPI, and as he always says, when we pull together, we all win!
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Jon Marshall, Suncoast NPI, and we're here with Suncoast NPI ITV, and I am tickled to death to actually have Amie Stepkoski on the show today. Oh, this has been a long time coming, and this is going to be so much fun. I'm already excited. I don't even know how it's going to play out, but I know it's going to play out awesome.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so
Thank
thanks.
you.
You know, so we talk about, NPI. Rock stars in the category, servants heart, committed to the commitment to make it thrive. Check,
Right.
check, check. That's you,
Yay,
right? So
thank you.
I'm so delighted you're a member, and love you to death, love you and your family to death. But this is all about you, and we got an audience out here that they don't know you, they don't know your business. So why don't we just start right off the gate and say, welcome to Suncoast NPI ITV, Amie, and tell everybody who is Amie Stepkoski.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jon.
Absolutely.
So I've lived in Palm Harbor for 9 years with my family. My husband, Jim, and I have been married 21 years in April.
Wow,
Yep.
congrats.
So we have 2 gorgeous daughters. They're 15 and 17. Our family's really active in our church, Harborside Church.
Yep.
We love the outdoors.
That's
love
how we first met.
Florida. I know. So good things come from that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I've been teaching for about 20 years, the last 7 homeschooling my kids. But,
Okay.
and then at this point, they don't need me as much with their schooling. So anyways, I'm trying not to miss a moment with them because before long they'll be off to college.
Sure.
But also enjoying doing my own thing too.
Yeah, I got it. And and again, I have the honor of knowing Jim and your daughters, and they are awesome, and your family is awesome.
you.
21 years,
you.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
Hey,
It's exciting.
you guys have us by 2 months. I didn't know that.
Oh,
We're
2
21 in
months?
June.
Ooh, we need to go on a trip.
Yeah, we should. Maybe a Tomlin concert.
Oh,
Maybe
that's true.
it's tonight. Oh no, it was last week. It's whatever.
Okay,
so
whatever.
it's there. So hey, how about this? Why did you start a Step Above Designs?
So I was ready to get back to work, and I wanted to do something I really enjoyed. I've always loved decorating and design. I did go into teaching, which was fabulous. I do enjoy educating people and just sharing knowledge, but my grandparents had a flooring and design business. I've just been around it my whole life and enjoyed it, doing it for family and friends, and I love real estate. I'm the one that's on Zillow at night, even though I'm not really shopping.
Okay.
Not really shopping, but
Making
I
a
like
note
to
of
check
this.
out the market. And so staging comes along, and it's like a no-brainer for me because it involves helping people design, decorating, and real estate all in one. So I love that. It was a fun opportunity for me to do something I'm passionate about and to work with other people.
Yeah, that's very cool. I appreciate you sharing that. I learned a little nugget about you. I wasn't aware with your grandparents. So very cool. So a Step Above Design, home staging.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even 100% sure, other than I know it increases the sell value, which that's what catches my eye. But how about for everybody out here? Tell us about the services that you actually provide to your clients.
Okay. So I provide staging and redesign services.
Okay.
Staging, my husband thought staging meant you have to just clear out your whole house and bring in all new. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
So I do vacant properties, and so then you do have a clean slate. But I love the occupied home, and in that situation, I get to use what the owners have,
Okay.
make the most of it, and your audience is the buyer demographic. That's who your target audience is.
Okay.
With redesign, it's similar in that you use design rules and fun decorating ideas, but it's all about the homeowner and making the space perfect for them and their family.
Sure.
So let me just show you some pictures. That's
Okay.
the best way to really
Picture's worth a
get
thousand
the
words.
idea. That's right.
Let's do it.
Right. So this bedroom, this was an occupied home. They were about to put on the market, and I just went shopping in the homeowner's house.
Okay.
And brought in the lamps from another place, moved the pictures. You can see that they were on one side of the bedroom. We just wanted to create a focal point in that room. And you have to have fabulous pictures when you're putting your
Right.
home on the market. That's where buyers look first.
Sure.
So that's your first showing.
That makes a lot of
So,
sense.
yeah.
That's cool. That was a great before and after.
Yeah.
Nicely
yeah.
done.
Thank you. So the second picture is a bathroom that I did, and that is just an example of
Wow.
a vacant to a staged,
Okay.
not an exciting bathroom necessarily, but look how much better it looks with those accessories.
Absolutely.
A buyer walking into that is going to feel more at home
Right.
than the vacant one. And so those were my accessories I brought in. I do have inventory
Okay.
and bring those in just to freshen up, update, and so
Right.
that's a lot of fun. So
Very cool.
and then one more, I think, for staging, and it is a kitchen that we did. So one important thing with staging is that you have to be true to the luxury level of the home. And if you look at the left side, those are the befores, and
Okay.
all I see is yellow paint. And it's
That's
really hard to focus on the beautiful features, and
Yes.
that is $1 million property on Clearwater Beach.
Wow.
So what we try to do there is just draw attention to the features of that space and by neutralizing the wall color and then bringing in high-end accessories because that's a high-end property.
Okay. Wow.
In their defense, they had 5 kids. They go there to have fun at the beach. They
Right.
don't care about accessories,
I
okay?
gotcha.
But when you're putting your house on the market,
Right.
you have to think about what the buyer's looking
Yeah,
for.
that's legit. That was a lot of yellow.
I know, and that's all you saw, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
That's not what you want. Okay, but then
And so
the
we
next-
have a couple more minutes before we kind of tee up. I know we have a special guest, so I just
Oh,
want to kind
okay.
of let you know then that, okay?
Okay. Well, real quick, let me show you these pictures because
Okay.
everybody loves pictures. Redesign, this is a before and after. That was just starting fresh. And redesign is more about the person that's going to be there and making it beautiful to them. So those are fun before and afters. But anyways, so yeah.
Cool.
Let's keep going.
That's awesome. So hey, so those are great. It gave me a visual. I better understand now.
Mm-hmm.
What differentiates you in your company within the marketplace?
So what I love about what I do is sharing my knowledge, but also sharing my trade discounts. And there aren't a lot of designers that do that. In fact,
Okay.
that's really an area where they make more money is in a
Right.
commission based on what their design is.
Interesting.
But it's important to me for my clients to know that anything that I recommend or any advice I give them or any plan I draw up is really based on what they're looking for, what fits their needs, has nothing to do with what will go in my pocket. So I just charge for my time and talent, and then I share all the discounts I
That's
get.
really cool.
Yeah, I love that part of
That's
it.
awesome. So I tell you what, we're going to do something different today, and I'm
Okay.
excited because I like to try different things. And actually, our next guest just happens to be here. Andy
Yeah,
Goodwin. Andy Goodwin, can you come up here?
Sure.
So Andy Goodwin, we asked Andy Goodwin to come up here, and Amie has asked him, to come up and maybe share, because like a picture's worth 1,000 words, but you've actually had the opportunity to work together. And so we thought it'd be great just to kind of have you come on. And do you want to ask him a question, or you want me to ask him a question?
I'll ask them.
You ask him.
So Andy,
Yes.
have you found my staging services valuable to your real estate
Yes.
business?
Yes. It's
Awesome.
it's a game changer, really. And the way that we've incorporated Amie into our business is she is now a part of our presenting team.
Wow.
So when we go into listing appointments, we have photographers, we have a stager, we have
Right.
everything. So it's not a cost to the seller. It's just part of what you get with the package of
Interesting.
listing your house with us. And it's amazing the difference of what happens. And even more importantly, you have relationships with clients sometimes, right?
Right.
And you don't want to walk in and be like, by the way, your house looks awful. I'm glad
I
you
wouldn't
want
say it that way
I'm
either.
glad you want X amount of dollars for it, but not looking like this. So,
That's hilarious.
Because they're gonna be like, okay, next agent.
Yeah.
Even though your mind's like, this is
You've
bad.
been to my house, haven't you?
Your wife sent pictures. She's trying to sell it. We're working behind the scenes. You don't even know.
That's great.
No, but it's nice having a third party that's
Sure.
not involved in the transaction
Right.
as an expert coming in saying, okay, we need to take down these 6 pictures. She does it very, very, very nicely.
I say it in a nice way.
She does.
Make them feel very comfortable.
But
So-
but
very
every client that we have brought her into has done nothing but sing praises, and everything she said was awesome. If I would have walked in, they would have been like, okay, get out the door. But she's amazing
love
at the way
that.
she does it,
Thank you.
and the way that and then just her eye for it. I mean, you got to have a certain eye for it. It's an art, and
Right.
I don't have that eye
Thank
either.
you.
Yeah.
So come look at my house, you'll see.
Well, that's crazy. So this is the first time that we've really had somebody come on and do a testimonial for the guests. I think it's a great idea, and it's
that.
like
Yeah.
that's really cool. She didn't pay you, right? To say those kind words.
Not too much.
You know how we met, right?
How did you guys meet? How did you meet?
Suncoast NPI.
What?
In chapter.
Crazy.
No, I did pay you guys to say that.
We got a free breakfast for that.
Yeah.
You did. You guys did meet at Suncoast NPI.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, you want to talk about that for a second? Like how how you formed your relationship. We got like a minute left. Like maybe how your relationship was formed and how, because it's built on know, like, and trust. Is that fair to kind of have that conversation?
Right. Well, and of course you're looking to help your clients sell their home, and I think that clients appreciate the fact that you're building a team to
Right.
help them do that. And so, yeah, we met through Suncoast and NPI, and it was, I mean, we just kind of have personalities that click, I think,
Yeah.
too. So
For
it was
sure.
just immediately easy. We were comfortable. We kind of have a similar style, I think, with people, and so it was just a no-brainer.
Yeah,
So-
that's awesome.
good.
So how about 30 seconds to close out? I'm going to go to you because this is your segment. You're up next.
Okay.
How do you stay motivated?
Well, I just love working with people and offering solutions for them. I like the challenge of using what they have and being creative and using what they have to make their home beautiful or to prepare it for the market. And I'm looking to partner with realtors because I can have those conversations with people
Right.
and present their home in the best light. And I just think it's a win-win for everybody.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
And so that's Amie Stepkoski, A Step Above Designs. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
All right, we're back at you live again. I'm Jon Marshall, and I'm the owner of Suncoast NPI, and we are Suncoast NPI ITV coming at you. And what a great show with Shane Stevens and Amie Stepkoski, and that was cool, that testimonial, man. And so I appreciate that, Andy. And so Andy Goodwin, you got to get a little bit of a flavor from him, but he's with Southern Life Realty, and again with NPI, right? Suncoast NPI is the owner. You know, I love you, dude. I'm so glad you're part of this group. It's I think you've heard me say it, but I just want the people out there to hear it. You know, what we're building is something really, really special. We've been around 29 years. We're not your granddaddy's referral networking organization. We're here to make money, and we're not going to joke about that, but we're also here to make it a better place to work, live, eat, and play. And I'm delighted because as the owner, you know, it's a seat-specific organization, right? And there's a lot of realtors out there. And if you recall, I think you were number 12 for that opening that popped up in our seat. And so we passed up some really good ones, but we landed with the diamond. And that's what we look for. We look for people that are true rock stars in the profession. That's why it's seat specific, that have a servant's heart, and you're beyond that and then some, and then are committed to the commitment to make these chapters thrive. So I'm really delighted that you're here and you're on the show. And I know I want to ask some questions, because I know I want to actually figure out how I can refer you better, because that's the thing. Even as the owner, I still want to be able to refer, and you're doing something a little unique and a little bit different in the marketplace as a realtor and building out a brokerage. Is that fair?
Yeah, very fair.
You want to take the mic? This is all about you. So let's Andy Goodwin tee it up. I know you. Some of these folks out here, they probably don't know you, even though they should. You know, this guy's a golf star too, man. Golf.
If they don't,
pro.
they should.
Yeah, they should
for sure.
Take it away. Let's hear a little bit about you.
Yeah, so we opened the brokerage, Southern Life Realty, in end of October, November last year.
Yep.
And it's been fun. It's been a learning curve owning your own business.
Absolutely.
There's always some different things, but it's really been cool, and it's cool to see the kind of the vision that we had for it starting to roll out and play out and impact the agents' lives that are underneath us in the way that we wanted it to.
Gotcha.
And that was the whole purpose of opening this brokerage and doing it different than, you know, the big name boxes that are out there per se.
Right.
And so it's really an agent focused brokerage. It's not about us making money. It's about supporting the agents, giving them training, and letting them make the most amount of money as they can, because they're the ones working hard for it. So it's been cool. It's definitely different, and it's cool.
That's cool. And then you say we, and you know, I happen to be privileged enough to know you're a partner in this, Damon.
I do.
Damon's awesome as two and I feel like I got a twofer with you guys.
You did. You got a little 2 for 1. Double the money.
That's great. So the vision. Let's dive into that just a little bit more, because I mean, you didn't just pop up and have this dream. I mean, I'm sure it was work in progress. Once you lay us out how that vision was formed and where you see it going.
Sure. So it started probably 2 years ago now.
Okay.
And Damon and I were both with the same broker.
Right.
It was a kind of a mom and pop brokerage. Awesome guys. And we had this vision of doing our own brokerage. And you say, okay, well, how are we going to do it? You know, there's this model. There's this model.
Right.
Which way are you going to go? Do you buy a franchise? Do you just jump into the game and take the big box shop and see what happens? And so before we did that, I broke off and I went to a bigger box broker.
Okay.
Because I wanted to see was there a difference? Is there a difference of having a big brand, big marketing?
Yep.
Does my business increase? What happens?
Right.
And what I thought happened would happen, and that's that it didn't increase.
Interesting.
But my fees got more, so it cost me more money.
Right.
But I didn't get any more business from the actual sign. Now my broker at the company I went to was awesome. I did learn a lot from him.
Sure.
So there is a value to that. But as far as the branding and the name and what you pay for that branding and what it costs an agent who's out doing their business for that branding, it didn't really make a difference. And as long as I've been in real estate, I've never had someone come up to me and say, hey, I want you to list my house because you're with XYZ company.
Interesting.
They come up and they want to work with me because of me, or someone's referred them to me, or they've gotten to know me, and it's a people business, and they want to work with the person, not the company.
Gotcha.
And so we kind of took that and we said, how do we present this to agents, and how do we let agents take advantage of this and still have the support, still have a broker that's going to teach them something,
Right.
but not have to take everything from them.
Gotcha.
And so that's what we did. And so we opened it, and it's a 100% commission to the agents, and
100%?
100%. They keep
100%?
They keep all their money. We're a charity.
100%?
We might as well be nonprofit.
Wow. Wow. That's a big number.
It is a big number. And so we really, it's really agent focused. It's about
Gotcha.
them, and they're the ones working hard.
What? How about this? Is it fair to kind of walk through a scenario? I mean, how would, if somebody's out there watching, you know, maybe they are, hey, and I'm Switzerland, you know, I have some, I love a lot of these guys out here, but I hear what you're saying, you know, and it sounds kind of similar, if I may, like a future home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a Charles Rutenberg.
Yep.
It's similar, but I think it's different. Is that fair to say?
It is fair to say. So let's take Charles Rutenberg.
Please.
Charles Rutenberg is a 100% commission-based company. I mean, you get all your commission with them.
Okay.
You pay a transaction fee, and then you pay a very minimal monthly fee.
Okay.
I'm not, you know, I don't know exactly what that is for
Understood.
everyone, but the difference with them is we have a transaction fee, just like Rutenberg does.
Right.
Our transaction fee stops. It caps. We have a cap of $4,000. So on top of keeping 100% of your commissions, the most you will pay us in 1 year is $4,000.
That sounds like one transaction.
It could be one. It could be a half of one, depending on
Yeah.
what size deals you're doing.
That's how you know me. You know, I'm a Florida State guy. Got to boil it down a little bit. I mean, it sounds like
simple.
maybe
Yeah,
one transaction and you're done.
Well, if you're with a bigger broker, and
how does that work?
And they might have a 60-40 split, say, and you had a deal that was a $10,000 commission.
Right.
Well, one deal, you'd be done.
Wow.
But not with them. So
wow.
So ours is per transaction. So essentially, you know, at 10 transactions, if you do 10 transactions in a year, you are done with us. You pay us no more.
Gotcha.
That's where your cap will come in.
Interesting.
Rutenberg does not have a cap, and their transaction fees don't stop. So even though it seems like it's a great deal, and it is a good deal, but if you did 50 transactions in a year, or 70 transactions in a year, I mean, that could be another $20,000, $30,000 that you end up paying in transaction fees, where ours literally stops. So it's a very cut and dry. It's very simple, and again, it's for the agents. It's not on us. I mean, you can look by the structure. We're not looking to make millions of dollars off of it.
Wow.
You know, it's really set up for them.
Well, it's interesting. I'm not in that space. But you know, I have a feeling there's people out there that are watching us right now, and maybe they're aspiring to be a realtor, or maybe they're in one of these organizations already. So if they are hearing something that resonates, what would you say would be the best next step for them?
Well, reach out to us for one. You can definitely go to our website, and all of our contact information is there. But I would also say that you know, when you're inside of an organization, you can kind of get fed everything they're feeding you, and you start to believe that, oh, that's all. This is the best thing. There's, you know, if I go outside of these walls, I'm going to fail, and you kind of get put in that box, and you never want to make a change, right?
Gotcha.
And so it's tough, and it can be intimidating.
No, I hear you.
But I would say that, you know, the myth of I got to go to a big broker or a big company so that I can get training and learn how to do it. It's just simply not true.
Interesting.
We provide training. We provide different things. And it's not just us. There's plenty of brokers out there that aren't the big boxes, that have different things, that provide the same great training.
Right.
You know, you don't have to go and give up 20, 30, 40% of your money for, quote unquote, the only place that you're going to get training. You know, and so I would just encourage them to reach out, and not just. I mean, look, we'd love to have them come to us, but I'm a type that I'm confident in what we have, and go talk to some other brokers. I mean, but venture out and start having some conversations. If you're hearing this and saying, "Man, I hate every time I have a closing and I watch
Right.
half of my check go to this or to this or to wherever.
I mean, yeah.
Start having conversations somewhere and figuring it out.
Yeah, with yourself first,
Absolutely.
you know, and then yeah, and we have a couple minutes, and I don't know if I was in the industry, you know, no matter who I worked for, I mean, I think it's just a matter of, you know, but I have an abundance mindset, and there's room for everybody, but I think it's at least worth a phone call just to kind of dig in.
Absolutely.
Do we got like a minute and a half or so? Do you want to talk about the support and the training? Because I think that's what I'm not in the space, but I would think that would be one of the things. Like, well, I do get all this training, I do get all this support. So you made the comment that you provide that.
Yeah, we do. We have training for new agents. We do onboard them. We're very, very much hands-on. You know, Damon. I mean, our phones are on 24/7, much to my wife's liking. But we're there. I mean, there's not many times when you can just pick up your phone and call or text your broker, and he picks up the phone right away.
Gotcha.
You know, and if there's a question, whether it's what do I have to do on this part of the contract, or I haven't filled out one of these yet, or they're asking for this, and they just don't know. You know, we are there. We're there for support on that. We're there for support on totally laying out what we do, because we still sell, and so we're very successful in our own right.
Gotcha.
And so we don't hide and keep our secrets and then not share anything. I mean, we're using the same skills and ideas that we're using in our business.
Right.
We lay it right out there to them, and so we're showing them what we're doing, to where they can get training, marketing, all sorts of different things, and so it's all there, and there's no extra cost to it. Still just part of their $4,000 that they're going to pay in the year.
That's insane. So,
so
we're going to close this out. So we're Suncoast NPI ITV. That's awesome. And we're Andy Goodwin. If you're in the space, you need to call him just at least check it out. I appreciate it. Suncoast NPI ITV coming at you live. Thank you, Mr. Goodwin.
Yes, thank you. Awesome.
Dude, I got this cool. Consumer advocate, your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.